find a Chicago bank, because that's where we're based, and we wanted to find people who could actually help us grow as we help them grow.
We're in the construction business. It's a very unique segment of the marketplace, and it does require people's understanding and expertise.
The construction end of the business is different, especially in Chicago.
Back in 1991, a group of us had an idea. The idea was to open a bank and bring back old-fashioned personal service-oriented banking to the Chicago area. When we started this company, one of the major pillars of our DNA was personal service. That's what was lacking in the market. The Chicago economy, as you know, is very diverse. And as part of our strategic plan and part of our commitment to be Chicago's bank, we felt that we needed to isolate those individual industries and create an expertise in those industries to give our partners the value add that comes from having very experienced people. Anybody can go out and sell money. We want to be a value-added partner to you and to all the industries that we serve. And to do this, we need to spend the money, invest in our business, and get the expertise that's necessary to help you compete and help us all be successful. When we went through the idea to become Chicago's bank, we looked at all the industries that really make up Chicago. One of them is yours: construction, architects, and engineers. We culled our portfolio and we saw we already had about $200 million in exposure to this industry. What we wanted to do was expand it. To do that, we knew we had to bring a value add. We wanted to be a very valuable partner to all of you. So in 2014, we decided that we needed to put our money where our mouth was and get the expertise necessary in the form of good people to help us bring that value add to the business.
Since the group was established, the CE&A Group and Wintrust has brought on 25 new construction, engineering, and architectural relationships into the bank. These relationships total almost $200 million in commitments. While that seems to be a significant amount, which it is, we don't take that very lightly. We take the growth of this group very seriously, and there's a high degree of accountability behind it in this high-risk industry.
Since Wintrust's founding in the early 90s, we had been working with a number of contractors already. In my 18 years in banking contractors, I've seen a number of banks come in and out of the industry. That is not a very good approach. Given the cyclicality of the business, you need a bank that is focused, and not just from the people that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis, but all the way to the top of the bank. So that's when we decided that we wanted to really expand upon what we were doing, bring consistent approach to the market, and really do that by bringing in the right people that had the expertise. This team is currently led by Matt Doucette. In addition to Matt, we have Chris Van Tassel, and we recently added Lonnie Hugh.
Your business isn't cookie cutter. Many of you have your own specialties that you get into. We need to understand that. We need to understand the timing of your business, the seasonal cash flows of your business. We need to understand that business, and we do. We get very close to our customers. We are your partner in this. If you fall down, we say ouch.
It's spread amongst a number of disciplines in the industry, from a general contractor, a specialty sub, mechanical, electrical. When you narrow it all down, some of those key characteristics of those companies are strong management teams, engaged owners, companies that have shown over a longer period of time, a longer stretch of time, good strong trends in the industry.
So we're committed to this business, we've invested in it, and we want to be the best banking partner you can possibly have.
We're a road contractor in the Chicagoland area. We do asphalt and concrete paving. I think the biggest thing is that the Wintrust team understands our industry, and that is, it's not an easy industry to understand.
My name is Bill Lynch. I'm the president of Olson Roofing here in Aurora, Illinois, and Olson Roofing's been around for about 100 years. If you're in the construction business, it's a very unique segment of the marketplace, and it does require people's understanding and expertise to know exactly what's going on with construction projects at any given point and at any given phase of it.
My name is Mark Cannon. I'm the principal owner of M. Cannon Roofing Company here in Schaumburg, Illinois. M. Cannon Roofing, we've been around for 12 years. You know, I've been in the roofing business for 37 years. I was in manufacturing and also in distribution prior to getting involved in the contracting end of the business. The construction end of the business is different. It's not a basic manufacturing type of business where products are in, products are out, and you really need to understand the ebb and flows, you know, especially in Chicago. We're not in Miami, Florida, where it's 80 and sunny 365 days a year. So having a bank and bankers who understand the flow of the construction industry, and in my particular case in the roofing industry, is a very positive thing.
My name is Mike Clune. I'm the chairman of Clune Construction. We're a Chicago-based contractor. Even though we operate nationally, we operate as a smaller operation, even though we're very large. The Midwest in Chicago is pretty unique. It's got a different work ethic. And if you're not Chicago or Midwest-based, you really don't understand how Chicago companies operate.
One of the unique characteristics of the construction industries is that it's very seasonal and cyclical. And a lot of times, it's not if, it's when a contractor is going to run into a difficult year or a difficult job. And having a banker that understands that and understands the ebbs and flows of that industry and can explain that internally at the bank to gain that support and come up with a solution is very important. In addition, having a bank in general that is supportive of that industry is very important.
We're a full-service general contractor, construction manager with a very diverse customer base. We've built across multiple product lines, and we're very fortunate that a very large percentage of our business is repeat customers. We like to think of ourselves as the right partner to our customers if and when they decide to build a new building or renovate their an existing facility. Wintrust has been a great fit for us. Every time we had a need to meet, they've taken the time to understand our business and what we were trying to accomplish and why we were trying to accomplish it. They were responsive and they moved quickly. That means a lot to us in our business. As you can imagine, every day is important when you're in the building business.
So when we embarked about 5 years ago on a national expansion, we really wanted to find two things. We wanted to find a Chicago bank, because that's where we're based, and we wanted to find people who could actually help us grow as we help them to grow. When we have a need, Wintrust is there. Starting with Jeff, there wasn't a lot of process. There was, let us understand what it is. We've backed you for a long time. Let's see the business plan. Let's see the numbers. It was relatively painless. They're very proactive, and we really appreciate that.
My name is Tom Little. I'm the president of Brandenburg Industrial Service Company. We basically perform building demolition, environmental remediation, and asbestos abatement. We've been in business 45 years. Learned a lot of lessons in that time. We worked with larger banks heretofore. We got to know Wintrust, found that they could provide all the services that we found with the larger banks. We find that with Wintrust, we can actually communicate the characteristics of our company, which are a little bit scary to many banks. As a result, they understand what our business is.
We wanted to find a bank that had the same values that we did: loyal, customer-centric, and reliable. In other words, we wanted our bank to treat us the same way we treat our customers.
They have the same business philosophy as we do. I think it's really based off the relationships that we've built, and I'm really looking forward to, even though it's fairly new, a long-term relationship.
Yeah, so Independent Mechanical is a third-generation mechanical contractor. We've been here for 90 years. We've been in the same community, in the same city, and that name has been around, and it means something. In May of this year, we closed our loan package with Wintrust. The uniqueness Wintrust brought was this big bank feel with the infrastructure in place, but they made you feel unique. They made us feel like we were the #1 client at the bank. The upfront work Wintrust did with our CFO, our corporate counsel, and our payroll clerk paved the way to making the transition as easy as possible.
We take an active approach. We want to be active from the perspective of understanding your business, understanding your strategy, understanding your short and long-term goals and objectives. When you're growing your business, you need additional working capital. You're faced with a challenging project or a challenging owner. Further introductions to be accretive to earnings, to assist in your business plans. Through all that, we feel we round out the relationship and continue to add value where, quite frankly, our competition isn't. And I think one of the key things here with any business, or especially on the banking relationship side, is access to decision makers. If there is something important in your business, there's a change in your business, there's a need for your business, the folks are here ready, willing, and able to meet, figure out a strategy, figure out a plan of action, and look to implement that plan of action. So you've got the big bank access to capital with that small community feel still from a relationship perspective.
Anybody can sell cash and cash management. It's the people behind it that is important to our company.
They're willing to consider risks, particularly companies that maybe have unusual endeavors.
The fact that it is community oriented was a big plus as far as we're concerned. It means that they value their relationships with their customers.
The name of your bank, Wintrust, I think you guys hit it right on the head. You truly win the trust of your clients.
These are jobs that can't go away. They can't be sent abroad. They can't be taken over by machines. These are real jobs coming to the Chicago area. It's incumbent on all of us to support contractors, engineers, and architects to continue this growth, to continue Chicago and the Midwest is a vibrant area and city and a great place to do business.